Welcome back to Hogs 4 today. Today we're going to cook one of my favorite pieces of meat. It's a cowboy ribeye steak. I get these at Sam's Club quite often. They're right at 3 pounds a piece. Never been disappointed with the meat cut out of the Sam's Club. And what I'm going to do today to start off with is I'm going to put a little salt brine on here. It's not real complicated, but for me, I like to do that. So you got to do the top and bottom, and when I do the bottom, just put it right on the board. Those little cutting mats. Do like so. And all I'm going to do is just let this sit in this salt for roughly 15-20 minutes max. After that, I'm going to rinse it. If you've ever done this before, I know there's been a time where you didn't rinse it well enough and your steak was just a little salty. We want to avoid that. So we'll just do one. Get the sides. And we're just going to let that sit for the next 15 minutes. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Welcome back. We're 20 minutes after their salt bath. I've rinsed them off with cold water, rinsed them for a while just to make sure I got it all off of there. And step 2 of this process for me is I like to marinate them. Now what I use is a brisket mop. It's from Cosmos, it's Cosmos brand. And I enjoy it. I've used it before. It helps the flavor. And it's just a whole next level cooking. So with as big as these bad boys are, I use I use these pans over here and I put one in. And I just use half a bottle for one of them. If you want to come up and see. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Just give it, some time in there. Turn it. And we're going to let this sit in this marinade for right at a half hour. Takes a little longer, that's fine. But yeah, get these marinated, cover them up. We'll take them out, and after we take them out, we've already seasoned them. After we season them, they'll be ready for the smoker. See you guys in a bit. All right, we've just pulled these out of the marinade I had them in. And again, that was the Cosmos brisket mop. Now it's time to season them. And for this recipe, I'm gonna use 3 seasoning. I'm gonna use hot cow cover, SPG. I'm gonna finish it off with a little Texas beef. And what I'm trying to achieve here, what we will achieve here, is just 1, great flavor. And then 2, it'll help with the crust, which is, in my opinion, very important. So we're gonna season this, and you can't over season it. Don't worry about it. It may seem like a lot, but it's really not. Got one right there. Do SPG. SPG, for those that you don't know, is salt, pepper, garlic. And then lastly, a little Texas beef. I'm gonna go light with this, but this is just to help finish it off. I really like using Texas beef when I make a brisket. It's on point. And we want to be careful with our seasoning. You don't want to waste any, so you can turn them up on their side and get what you missed on your side, right? We're gonna flip it over and repeat. With these, we're going to be smoking them, and once we get done smoking them, we're going to do a reverse sear just to finish them off. 1, 2, and 3. All right. We're going to let this rub sit on there for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. I'm going to go outside and check my fire. Again, we're using pecan wood with some lump charcoal to smoke these at. Probably looking at a fire temperature of about 250 degrees. We'll see you soon, guys. Welcome back, everyone. Now the part we've been waiting for. We're going to get these cowboy ribeyes on the smoker. Put them on like so. And we're going to let them stay on there for the next 30 minutes. I'll check the fire, see how they're doing. See see if they're ready to be flipped, and we'll go from there. See you soon, guys. All right, guys. So it's been about an hour and a half actually. Had about 250 degrees smoking these two monster cowboy ribeyes. We're at the point now, they're temping at 125 degrees, so it's time to pull them. And what I've always found challenging when I use my smoker is that when I go to do the reverse sear, it's just hard to get that temperature where it's at. So I've got this little grill right here that I put inside the firebox. It's a Kingsford. And what we're gonna do, and I spray it down before we put it in there, and I use this gourmet duck fat cooking spray. You can use any spray you want, but I just like the way it tastes. I like what it does. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna open this up and get a look at them real quick. These look good. We're going to pull it off. We're going to set it right on here, and we're just going to put it on there for a minute and a half, just to get that reverse sear in. Nice grill mark. As soon as it's a minute and a half done, we're going to flip it, do the same thing, pull it inside, put one last finishing touch on it, let it rest, and we'll go from there. See you soon, guys. All right, guys, if you come a little bit closer, you'll see the sear we put on there. Again, a minute and a half on each side, and it turned out pretty doggone good. So the last touch we're going to do, some people have a finishing rub, salt, whatever. I like to use this. It's Cosmo's Reserve Blend, and it is a very small amount that I'll put on here. So we'll just put that on there. This will stay on as it rests. Now we're going to put these with foil. We're going to let them rest for probably 15 minutes, just so it can reabsorb all the juices. Tightens back up, makes for one heck of a bite. We will see you guys in 15 minutes. All right, finally, after all the waiting, let it rest. Now we get to slice into this nice, beautiful hunk of meat. Just to kind of recap before we get in there, we got it. We gave it a salt brine. Let it do that for about 20 minutes. Rinsed it off with cold water. Then we used a marinade, Cosmo's brisket mop. It's about 30 minutes. Took it out of the mop, seasoned it with hot cow cover, SPG, and a little Texas beef. Got the smoker up to 250. Smoked it for an hour and a half. Temped out at 125. Put it over on the grill grates. Completed the reverse sear. Finished it off with Cosmo's Reserve Blend. Let it rest for 15 minutes. Now we're going to cut it and see what it looks like. And I tell you, it looks pretty good. You can come in a little closer and see that if you like. It is nice and juicy. You just look at that. Looks pretty doggone good, I think. Let's see. You guys in your comments tell me what you think, but I think, man, I think it looks pretty good. So as always, I have to do a little taste test to make sure it's safe. My children. Oh yeah, that's good. Well guys, I hope it helps. If you have any best practices or questions, please put it in the comments. This is on my YouTube channel as well, HesHogs4. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching.